Good. It'll be big.
Get into the final stages of that Odyssey tournament, and this is single elimination, so the winner of this race advances, and that's it. So we are underway. Looks like we're gonna have to do some finagling to get them all synced up here, but shouldn't be too big of a problem. Just have that ready in just a second. So for those of you who maybe aren't as familiar with Super Mario Odyssey, the primary method of transportation in this game is rolling. It's the fastest way to get from point A to point B while you're on the ground. And
how do I do it fast though? I see those guys get those gold rolls all the time.
Yeah, they get the gold rolls, and
how do I do that?
You have to shake the controller like a madman.
Excuse me?
Yeah, motion controls are full force in this game. It's pretty nuts. So whenever you see whoever goes to GDQ with this game play, it's gonna be like shaking like a maniac there.
Yeah,
that's what they're doing right now. Vallu and IMtendo are just, you can just imagine them bobbing up and down in their chairs, shaking.
Yeah, so like Oker said, they're just gonna be just rolling this very early part here. We don't see much of a difference in any movement here. We may see Vallu do some vectoring with the frogs in the next room. Even IMtendo as well. But the real big difference here is if you're a left boy or a right boy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a little bit of different movement after this first 2 minutes or so, which is pretty much identical. But so, the thing in this game is using your cap to capture enemies. So they're capturing the frog here. You can play as the frog. You can be a frog. You can be a Goomba. You can be a Goombas. You can be Bullet Bill, whatever. Multiple Goombas. And then you can also use your hat as a platform, which we're going to see Vallu do here to try to go left boy strats. See if he can get this. This is the hardest jump in the entire run. And he nails it. Makes it look easy.
IMtendo gets it as well. IMtendo using
nice.
The strategy I use with the cat vault.
The crank dud strat.
A little more forgiving. And IMtendo sadly missing that cycle there. Not a big time loss, but I think both of our runners taking damage. So watch them maybe get surprised here, as you do not grab a moon before the next storm moon. So you got to watch that health tick up. So most people are probably used to getting a multi-moon after a boss and not having to care about their health, but this is the one instant where when you kill a boss, you gotta worry about your health.
Yeah, so
there's two.
This boss, like most bosses in the game, can be dealt with in a pretty fast way. You can, fast cycle or skip cycles or skip phases, whatever. But taking damage in this fight alone does suck because the very first moon. Although if we do another tournament later on, it sounds like a lot of some of the most dedicated runners are going to be playing on 1.0, getting the physical copy and resetting the Switch to play on 1.0. So they'll be skipping that first moon entirely and just going to the boss.
Yeah. Lately, a sort of rule set change just because Nintendo's throwing patches at us, which we would hope they would not do. But,
yeah, it's just kind
of
the way it goes.
At least in the speed running, yeah, nothing you can do about it. So both of our runners not doing 1.0 strats. They're just going standard here.
Yeah. Again, I know for a fact Vallu's on 1.2. I would guess IMtendo is as well. But
at least 1.1.
Yeah.
It's not really.
Yeah. And the spin pound strats from Vallu there, getting the quick path to the cutscene. IMtendo doing the same thing. Woo.
Oh, we're about to come up on the next capture here. This one's your favorite, right, Oker?
This is the crowning moment of the entire run, in my opinion.
Yes.
Capture a dinosaur, which is super awesome. See them trailer like, oh, I can be a dinosaur, cool. And then Vallu's gonna break these blocks to reveal a trampoline.
Vallu scaring me. Scaring me, please. IMtendo sadly missing it. You may have heard this before, but missing this the first time makes it much harder to get a reline up. As you see, IMtendo. Now he's got to make sure he gets distance here. He does make it every year.
It still is faster to go and try it again than like that using that trampoline to jump up to the boss gets like a minute, maybe 2 minutes of running and platforming and stuff to get up here to the boss fight. So trying it again is still faster, even though it does kind of suck. Didn't get it the first time.
Now, one thing we're seeing from IMtendo is he's playing very close to the wall. That will let him throw the chain chomp back quicker, but he has very little room for error. If you're a little bit closer, taking damage, you can recover, but nice to see that payoff there for him.
Yeah. So this is the first triple banana in the game. I know it's a multi-moon. It looks like 3 bananas, man.
Oh yeah, Cascade banana.
Yeah. Yeah.
So both our runners are just gonna go grab one more moon, and then they're gonna be off to the next kingdom. We don't see much of a difference here, and even really movement these days for Cascade Kingdom. The next kingdom is huge.
Just to back up and give a little bit of context. So again, you may notice they're moons in this game. They're not stars or shine sprites or anything else. They're moons, and you do need a specific number of moons to advance from one kingdom to the next. So in Cascade Kingdom 1 right now, you need 5 moons to go to the next one, the Sand Kingdom. But then it's a different amount per each kingdom. So I think in Sand it's, what, is it 15? I don't recall off the top of my head, but
I think you're right.
Yeah, it's a different amount in every kingdom, and so that's kind of the determining factor in how long or short a kingdom is how many moons do you need and how fast is it to get those moons, get back to the Odyssey and move on. So here in Sand Kingdom, a lot more moons needed, and so, you know, over the course of the past couple months, you know, routers have been trying to figure out which moons are the fastest to route in, and I think finally we've kind of settled on a route here. Well, had settled on a route before the patch.
and then the patch.
So I mean, in the previous 1.1 route, you know, we would do Sphinx Clip to clip out of bounds and get a couple of fast moons, but that's no longer available in 1.2, and so you're probably going to see runners go for either a Sphinx-less route, just not doing the Sphinx at all, or talking to the Sphinx to get those coins. Sphinx-less is faster, but it does mean that you're kind of at a coin deficit early on, and so you might have to swap up the orders. You know, you might have to do Seaside instead of Snow later on, because you do use your coins in this game to purchase moons. There are 2 purchased moons in the any % route, which means that the entire route costs 200 coins total. Yeah, a little bit of a bonk there.
We've all, literally everyone has done that. You try to get, so we may see IMtendo go for it. You want to roll directly off of that, kind of top of that. IMtendo, a man after my own heart. Okra knows me very well. I've invented many strats with that plant, specifically. Oh, IMtendo making me proud. And then he did get that fast pipe. Vallu. Again, just another thing, like literally probably everyone here has done.
Yeah, trying to, you know, you have to ground pound the exact top of that little dune to get the moon, and because it's a curved surface, when you're on top of it looking down at it, it's kind of hard to tell, you know, unless you've done it hundreds and hundreds of times like most runners. And even then, it's still like, wait, I thought I ground pounded the center. No. So. Yeah,
and kind of showing off there, when Vallu went for that, he did a hat twirl he probably wasn't expecting to doing. It's kind of showing off where, I'm sure right before that, he was shaking his controller to roll. And so just another one of those things where motion controls kind of gets in the way. And Vallu, a little scabby there, but gets on top of that ice pillar. Yep. It's very important you get up there quickly without falling once.
Yeah, it's to get up to the top using the ice pillar and then take kind of the roundabout way he did to the left. He's able to keep the bullet bill alive here, which is important because he does want to capture it to shoot off to the left and cover some ground quickly. If you're unable to keep the bullet bill alive, if it crashes into something and, you know, you pathed it incorrectly, then you do have to wait for the next one to cycle out, and it does lose you about 5 seconds or so. But both our runners here are able to keep them alive. So very good.
IMtendo actually went for the dram strat there, but it loses practically no time if you don't get the setup. So,
yeah,
as you can see, the bullet bill's still there. And now we're gonna actually see what Vallu's gonna opt to do here. As we heard Okra talking earlier, using the Sphinx or not using it, he's gonna talk to it.
Yeah, so he's gonna talk to the Sphinx here. It's essentially the same route as Sphinx Clip, plus or minus the Flowing Sands moon.
Well, another thing that it does factor in is you are getting this moon before going under the wall, and that coming out of this room right now is what sets the bird cycle. So
yep,
it makes it a lot tighter, as well as losing time.
Yeah, so if you know, back in the old days when we did Sphinx Clip, we would get this moon that Vallu was getting first and then go into the Sphinx room. Since the bird cycle starts on the exit of the Sphinx room, He's not going to get the cycle that we used to get in the old route, but the bird does circle around the oasis, so he's able to get not the usual cycle, but it'll still be there.
It is, yeah, it's the later cycle, and sadly, missing the late cycle means that the bird is no longer in the oasis, and you either gotta chase it down or go do notes, which everybody hates notes.
No one likes notes. Yeah, so both runners doing the Sphinx. Thought for sure that Sphinxless would gain some popularity, but no.
The time same over race safety, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
Now, we kind of missed it when Vallu did it here. IMtendo is coming up on it. The jump out of this bullet bill, however you prefer to do it, either jump out early or ram it into the wall. While that jump's not very hard, it's instant death. No recovery. Ooh, and IMtendo showing off some strats there.
Purple group does kill you immediately, and it's actually, I've done this before, where if you don't jump out in time, but you wanted to press Z to hop out of the bullet bill, but you ram into the wall at the moment that you're hopping out, you will crash into the wall, not have a bullet bill, and immediately ground pound into the goop, which is the worst feeling in the world.
Vallu making a quick bird there, not worrying at all. IMtendo's a little bit later to it.
He's still gonna get it.
Yeah, he should. If he's gonna leave his hat out, okay. Yeah,
motion controls. Motion controls. Yeah, so we mentioned before using motion controls to shake the controller to roll faster. You can also use motion controls after you've thrown your hat to have it home in on targets, which has it's super reliable and never messes up ever.
I've never questioned it. And honestly, it practically doubles the distance that you can throw your hat. So
yeah, when it works, it's really good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, pretty close race so far out of sand. Sand is usually, where the run starts getting a little juicy. A lot of places to have things go wrong.
Now we're coming up on Lake, which is a very short kingdom. There's not a lot of moons available to us before beating the boss, so we kind of been this route has been set in stone for a while. Just small movement optimizations have really kind of trickled their way in here, like how we see Vallu throw his hat out. The standard there used to be just a triple jump.
Yeah,
we've kind of found that, well, here's a small time save. Even the option people take getting over to this zipper and Vallu making it look very easy. I think most people would go for a hat dive there to make sure they were close enough.
Yeah, that angle is super hard to get just right, but he nails it.
Also relying on motion controls there, so because he was definitely not close enough.
Yeah, you kind of glossed over that, but he did a triple jump, hugging the wall, and then you might see IMtendo do it here. Throw the hat and motion control home in on the zipper. Again, since motion controls are super reliable, you'll always get it.
Yeah, I've never missed that zipper and fallen in the water and then run.
Never happens.
So really, that's kind of there's only really two big mistakes to make outside of the boss fight here. Making sure you get that zipper your first try, and the jump we're about to see Vallu come up on, where he has to jump out of the fish to get onto this platform. Don't mess those two things up, and you're not losing a whole lot of time.
Yeah, I mean, in this route, so again, you only need 8 moons to advance out of Lake Kingdom, but it's, I think there are 11 total moons that you can get before doing all the story missions in this kingdom, so not a lot of options in the first place. This route's been kind of set in stone since day 1, pretty much.
I'm no moon scientist, so I'll have to agree.
Well, according to my calculations.
Yeah. Actually, no, I'm definitely one of those people that have really just kind of sunk into the 80% of this game. And yeah, if somebody asked me to play bingo, I'd be like, I don't know what half these tiles are.
Yeah.
But 80%, I got you.
IMtendo just missing that last hit. Not the second to last hit there. No, it was the last hit. I can't count.
Counting's hard. just jump on him till he dies.
Yeah, I mean, you can basically backflip that entire fight and just backflip 4 times and you win. It's probably the easiest boss fight aside from Spirit.
Yeah, as you'll see with all of the brutal fights, single brutal fights, it's just well timing some mechanic, and all of these are just well timing a jump. Miss that jump though, you gotta do some boss chasing. Hat chasing, as I call it.
Super fun. Super duper fun. Yeah, so a little bit of a time difference emerging between our runners here. It looks to be about 29 seconds-ish, I would guess. 30 seconds separating these guys. But, you know, they can swing either way pretty easily. Especially in Wooded Kingdom, which is probably one of the most movement, if not the most movement-intense kingdom in the game. Or in any percent route, I should say. This one will, oh, he misses the fast bunny. It's gonna hurt. Yeah, so what Vallu did there was grab a rock to break the other rock containing the moon. He wanted to hit the bunny on his way to the moon, but he missed, so now he has to come back and chase it down again. Dang old Mips, never gives us a break.
Yeah, the bunny, just in the game to probably just annoy you.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of that's why it's there. But Vallu does get the heart skip.
Ooh, heart skip.
Rest of the run's free.
Until next heart skip.
Until the next. Yeah, there's one more heart skip.
Me and Okra both laughing at ourselves as how many times we've accidentally clicked the heart there while trying to buy the moon.
Yeah,
it's and then you get just lost in that menu, and you're like, no, please stop trying to buy the heart.
I swear there's like input lag with the menu.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Now Wooded Kingdom, we'll probably see the same. Vallu's going for his triple jump. Let's see.
He maintains his momentum, I think. No, he lost it. Yeah, so he has to get the up
his double jump was too long. But Wooded Kingdom will probably see the same route from both these guys. They're gonna more than likely both go into the pipeway right here, and anybody who's run this game before will know that the pipeway sucks.
Oh, it's the best. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's hard to go fast, and then when you mess it up, your recovery's got to be like, will this work? It's because of, you know, so the water raises and lowers on a cycle, and you actually have to slow down a little bit in order to make the proper cycle here. So Vallu's slowing down, really high jumps there, and he does make it. Ooh, I thought he was gonna hit those fuzzies. But yeah, it's you actually that's the one point in the run where slowing down a little bit or earlier on allows you to go faster, which is kind of counterintuitive, and so it's really hard for speedrunners to do properly. But it's time to save time.
Yeah.
So we'll see if IMtendo gets it here. One thing they want to do, unfortunate one from Vallu. They kind of want to get to the cycle so they can jump out of it. Yeah, IMtendo's going to.
Yeah, there you go.
Very nice.
Oh, perfect pipes from both runners. That's dang.
And it's one of the worst things there is when there's a lot going on that screen, and the game can have a tendency to lag there, but it'll lag like for sure if you take damage.
Yeah,
because now you have Mario in the animation.
And probably the worst thing about lag in this game is that it will make you drop inputs sometimes. So you know, trying to dive up there, the game just might not read that you wanted to dive, and so you just jump into the fuzzies like an idiot, and you're like, well, I feel dumb. So. Yeah, pipes definitely, Monk S boys, but they got it.
Both of our runners making it over. Okay, we're fine. Making it over deep woods there. One of those moments where I caught myself speaking too early.
Ooh, that's spin pound strats from IMtendo.
Now, will Vallu do it? I'm sure Vallu's gonna go for it.
You know he's gonna do it. They're both gonna do it. Come on.
Yeah.
He'd be
a shame.
Okay. Yep, so
yeah, the angle he took from that. So his intentions there were to cancel out of that super roll and then get a triple jump off the railing, but he just didn't quite have his turn sharp enough. So
yeah, the instant roll cancel immediately puts you at top speed, and you maintain momentum when you're in a triple jump. So IMtendo taking the little safer strat there for the triple jump gets it, but the instant roll cancel is faster. Oh, IMtendo!
So what happened there? Yeah, misses his hat. Maybe just not quite adjusting for the camera correctly there. He wanted to dive and bounce off his hat, but the camera will turn automatically there.
Yeah.
Let's see if he's gonna go for it again.
He gets it second time in a row. Confident in his flower skip. Ooh. All right.
Easy this time. Would have gained some time there, as he did make that invalid, didn't it? But it's gonna sadly that loses about, in his case, that's about like a 15-second time loss. Messing up flowers a 10. So, but Vallu here mistiming a jump on Spewer. This is one of those instances where you mistime something and you just gotta go chase a hat around. So he's gonna play it safe.
So if he takes one more hit, he dies, and he has to do this whole fight all over again. This is a fairly easy fight, you know, if you keep it simple, but no. All right, okay, he makes it through. Whew. A little spooky there. Yeah, so just a boss fight separating our runners right now. Ooh. Oh man, runners keeping it interesting for us.
For sure.
Whew. Oh, and IMtendo makes the same mistake that Vallu did.
Alright, but he uses iframes there to recover really quickly.
Quicker recovery. Oh.
IMtendo!
Oh
Everyone,
my god.
runners, please.
Heart attack. Lord. God, I don't even know what to say anymore. Just calm down, guys. It's fine. These runners are never gonna make a mistake. They're not gonna die. Nothing's gonna happen.
I've never lost it. Just kidding. We've both lost to these guys.
Oh yeah. Yeah, actually, earlier in this tournament, I raced Vallu. He beat me, and you raced IMtendo, and he beat you.
IMtendo beat me as well.
These guys are pretty good. Yeah, so a little bit of a time difference emerging for our runners here, but lots can happen in the next couple of kingdoms. Man. So the game kind of misleads you, tricks you into thinking you're going to the Metro Kingdom, but we are intercepted by Bowser, so we gotta fight him first, because, you know, he like has Peach and we have to like rescue her or something. I don't know.
One thing we're gonna see, I don't know, I need moons to power my ship. Vallu getting a very quick first hat grab there. One thing that's important about this fight is that you don't grab the hat too early and you don't grab it too late. So we're gonna see he's going to try to knock one hat away and position himself right over. So that's an instant too early. You know?
He hit too early. What you want to do is backflip and grab, you know, hit the hat out of its attack animation and grab it in the same instant. So Vallu wasn't able to do it there, so he's resorting to safe strats there. Yeah,
the hat hitbox has to pretty much be right under you or practically inside of you as you hit it.
So you need a little damage boost here to make this one a little more consistent, so he does get that one.
It's easy, he's practically inside of it there. As long as you're off the ground, the hat will go onto your head there. So.
Yeah.
But if IMtendo can get all three of these quick cycles here, he's definitely going to catch some time up. As pretty much having to back up and redo any of those is about 5 seconds, so it can be pretty huge.
Mm-hmm. So here's the last phase for IMtendo. As Vallu's entering the Lost Kingdom, gotta prepare the Odyssey, because Bowser shot it out of the sky. Rip.
Very clean from IMtendo there. And Vallu coming up on probably the hardest jump in this kingdom. And doing a... Okay.
Oh, nope.
Okay, good catch. I was about to say, that's the swaggiest tree jump I've seen.
Yeah, almost falling into the purple death there, but backs it up, tries again, and gets it the second time. He says, I'm not going to be memed today. No, thank you.
Meme tree strikes again.
Little mishap there with the spin pound, but he gets the moon.
Now we're coming up on the butterfly here. Motion controls works for him. Another spot where you just hoping it works.
It always works, man. Motion controls are just...
No, you're right.
Nothing goes wrong.
How dare I?
It's a little swag from IMtendo on the meme tree as well.
So just in case you've never seen this kingdom before, our runners are going to be taking this route around the back because they want to trigger this bird.
Triggered!
Trigger! You're going to see Vallu running right past it right now.
So that, yeah, makes him think that you're in a fight with him, which disables the, you know, you might have noticed runners went in a roundabout way to get there rather than just cutting straight through the kingdom. If you cut straight through, it triggers a cutscene, which makes the bird steal your hat. You have to fight him to get it back. But if you go around that cutscene trigger zone and then just walk up to the bird, it thinks that you're already in the fight with him, so it just doesn't do the first part of, you know, stealing your hat. So you don't have to deal with that nonsense. Oh, Vallu. Okay.
Okay.
A little interesting strat there.
Nothing we haven't seen before. Maybe he just realized he wasn't gonna get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably got a sharper eye than we knew.
Yeah.
Typically, you don't get that ground pound moon there. You break the cage, but maybe he was smarter than us and realized he was not gonna get it.
IQ level of 3,000.
It's runners.
Top 16.
So probably IMtendo gonna go for the safer way of breaking the cage there. It's not the fastest, but it is way easier than the optimal strat, and only loses a couple seconds.
It's so hard to get it the way they do it.
It's ridiculous.
Both of our runnings looking good for Deathless here. They did go Sphinx, but they were very quick to get in and out of Sphinx, so coins are an issue, but both of them look very, very fine on coins right now. IMtendo sitting at 108 before we're even to Snow.
And here we are in the actual Metro Kingdom where we thought we would be going in the first place, but it's under attack. So we gotta save it. And just because, you know, it's under attack and things are bad, it's storming in nighttime, because, like, that's how you know things are bad, right?
It is bad.
It is bad.
Yeah, so Dark Metro being a lot of you do a lot of platforming here. That's really all it is. A lot of high climbs and a lot of places where, like for instance, if Vallu would have bonked right there, it's a bigger time loss than you would think because you just fall so far.
Yeah.
Everything about Dark Metro is just don't fall off anything real high. You'll be good. Just don't fall off anything real tall.
Ooh, yeah. That's Dark Metro. Don't fall. Don't bonk into the cliff. You'll be good.
The room we're gonna see Vallu coming up. There is a cycle he's gonna want to catch. The very first before this next, we'll just see if he gets it.
Yeah, he makes the fastest cycle.
That is very tight.
Ooh, but he misses the pole, so he has to try again. A little bit of time lost there.
One cycle difference, not the end of the game.
I mean, it's one cycle is like what, 5 seconds?
I just reset.
Reset your run, boys. Pack it in.
Bad Dark Metro.
Pack it in.
Dark Metro being one of the places I think I really despised when I first started, but now I really like it. Vallu making the one more scary jump there. Anybody who has tried to do that themselves will know that the camera just absolutely fights you there. IMtendo getting the first cycle there. We'll see if he can get.
Yep, and he does get the pole, so a little bit of time saved there.
Oh, yeah.
Gaining some ground on Vallu.
Now we're up on Mecha Wiggler here, everybody's favorite.
Yeah, so the way to beat this boss is hitting each of his body segments and then just kind of blasting him repeatedly like that. So that's the first time you do that, and it is possible to kill him the second time he is targetable. But and this is kind of like the only RNG in the game is the position that Wiggler appears on the wall and the way he moves. Can sometimes give you a poor pattern. You might not be able to get all the segments, and so it takes an additional cycle to use like 30 seconds or so.
Oh, it's huge. Not getting a 2 cycle here would put IMtendo in the lead, or even it up. So just as Oprah said there, even the way those fireballs come out, if they come out left or right first,
but it looks like Vallu is gonna get the 2 cycle here. Very nice.
Typically, if you only got 1 or 2 left, as it stops moving, you're in the clear. But if you gotta scoot around for 3 shots, you're pushing. So very clean there. Another thing we kind of forget about these days, since we kind of learned how it worked, is when this fight first happened, we didn't know how the tank it will overheat sometimes if you shoot too quickly.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
most runners these days avoid it. Wow, that was a clean 2 cycle.
Getting all of those orbs before it stops moving. Yeah.
Dang.
So definitely pulling back on Vallu here. IMtendo practically just now 1 cutscene behind.
Yeah. It's a close race still. We're about half hour in. It's a testament to, these are fast boys. Little trick here by Vallu, can I teleport to his hat? Very clean, nice.
Will we see the scoot clip?
Oh, we're gonna see the scoot clip. Better believe it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, so nice. Those are the scoot clips of dreams right there.
Got it.
So that's another motion control input. If you see any runner do that, they're going to be pretty much holding their controller upside down in order to get the maximum lean out of the scooter.
Yeah, well, holding the controller upside down, and then you have to use the analog stick to tilt at the very right moment in order to lean so far that you clip into the side of the box. To see if IMtendo can do it here as well. And he does.
Oh my goodness, these runners.
Clean.
Ooh. Practically no stop there from IMtendo.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the harder tricks as well, but Cerno's making it look easy.
Oh, we get the double clean bench friends here.
Oh, you know it.
Oh, IMtendo. Why did I speak? Why did I speak?
We both did. We're both to blame here. I take full responsibility. Well, I'll still give it to him. Good bench. Good bench.
All right. We'll just forget about it.
Yeah, nothing happened. It's perfect play. No mistakes. Yeah, I'm just collecting the last of the moons here in Metro Kingdom, which... Ooh, Vallu.
Okay, that could have been...
Could have been
worse. All right, because while you're in that dive animation, you can't get out of it. You just got to land.
Yeah, you can't, and it's kind of hard to aim, steer in the air, basically, so... Large risk of falling off the skyscraper entirely there, but he didn't, so... Whew. Quite the save. Yeah, I didn't really point this out before, but just to note, like, Metro is a huge Kingdom Nintendo, wants you to spend a lot of time here because they really like it and think that it's important, so you need 20 moons total in order to move on to the next kingdom, so...
Yeah, it's a big boy.
Yeah, trying to route the fastest 20 moons. Well, you get 3 from Mecha Wiggler, right? And then it was like, okay, for the rest of the 17, like, which moons do you pick? But this route is more or less settled, I'd say. In the crowded room, Mario just rolling past the people. Get out of my way, you nerds.
Doesn't even say excuse me. Oh, you think he would be rude? Rude Mario?
Rude boy.
Okra's Mario?
rude boy.
Honestly, IMtendo really getting some ground here. Vallu kind of messing up on that tower climb. Again, I've definitely done it a million times.
Oh yeah, it's super easy.
So many times. I felt for Vallu there when he was just trying to grab the ledge of it, but you won't grab the ledge, and sometimes you'll do a wall slide, and you're just like, please.
Yeah, sometimes the angle can be really finicky there, so it's kind of like it feels like it's RNG, but it's not.
It sucks.
It sucks.
As Vallu coming up on everybody's favorite Mario Odyssey meme here. Practically speaks for itself this day and age.
Prep your OTEPs, Chad.
Free tickets to Base Fest.
Can I get an OTEP, please, in chat? Yay! IMtendo gonna follow up with the...
Ooh, that's been pounds.
Yeah.
Practically didn't even see it.
Very close OTEP here. Just replace the T with a 2. OTEP. O2-up? I don't know.
O2 up?
Oh.
I don't know. 2-tap?
I'll let chat figure it out for us.
Yeah, figure out what's a double OTEP.
It's the stuff of legend.
Yeah, I don't even think you can... I don't think words would do it justice, okay?
It's certainly not.
Just certainly not.
Yeah, so IMtendo definitely closing the gap here. I think he, over the course of the past couple kingdoms, saved and gained like close to 10 seconds on Vallu. Keeping the race tight.
Jacket?
I don't think I did.
Oh my goodness, you know where we're going, Okra.
I know where we're going, but I'm slacking. I have no excuse.
Do you think we were going to Seaside first?
I thought we would be, but I was wrong.
You know both these runners.
I know both these runners. Yeah, they both did Sphinx, so they have enough. They have the 100 coins to purchase the moon here in the Snow Kingdom, so... The only difference between going to Snow or Seaside first, because you do have the option, is the time of selecting down in the menu and pressing A versus just mashing A. So Snow is faster by however many frames. You can count them if you want. I don't care.
Yeah, not for me.
Vallu.
Vallu. You got it. We're thinking the same thing.
He's killing Captain Toad, dude.
I can't believe we walk up there, we smash his igloo.
He's gonna freeze.
Take his items.
As punishment, Captain Toad says, "You get a bonk, Vallu."
No. IMtendo, keeping a little bit of it, the igloo.
But wait, he's gonna rotate. He's gonna break the igloo.
Okay. Just. The man gives us a moon and we destroy his home.
Runners are monsters. They kill the man.
Oh, IMtendo.
As punishment, you missed the ground pound. All right, they were both punished. I love this, Vallu. You can just
hard skip.
Gets the heart skip. You can just kind of walk 2 steps in. The shopkeeper like, yeah, I'll talk to you from there, bud. Let's get the second heart skip.
Yeah, the last moon we will buy. As this is getting much closer, one is exiting the shop as one enters it.
Oh, 4 straight heart skips. Dang.
These guys, I don't know how they do it.
The rest of the run's free.
You know, I don't want to toot Crankdud's horn too much, but I have yet to see anybody go for that Crankdud strat since he did it.
There's a reason for that.
I always go for it now.
It's nuts. Crankdud likes to do the vaults wherever possible, putting your cap out and vaulting off of it with a roll. And it can be kind of risky sometimes.
Oh, it's super scary too. Like, because the camera does not catch up to you fast. As Vallu is making quick work of this Blowy Joey room. Blowy Joey TM on those guys. That's what they call them. You can't let that die. Okay.
I will always call it a Taifu just to spite you.
It is. Why? I thought we agreed on the.
No, I never agreed to what you call it.
It's called a Blowy Joey.
It's the Taifu.
Yeah. Both of our runners avoiding death in this room, and Vallu.
A little bit of struggles there with the pipe.
You know, honestly, every mistake that I've seen today is something I've done so many times.
Yeah,
it pains me.
I feel that. So here in the Goomba room, we got to collect these Goombas and stack them up on the button here. I'm gonna go for a trick here where he's gonna ground pound after getting this moon into an instant roll cancel to try to a triple jump. He's gonna go for it. Yeah, you know.
Oh.
Into a triple jump. Oh, he lost the.
Okay. All right, but super good reaction there to realize.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not get the triple. Back out. Abort.
Yep. Good recovery.
So just as planned as some of these routes can be in movement, another very important thing in a race is reacting to not getting those planned things.
Yeah. Can he get pipe suck? Pipe suck.
Ooh, very
the fastest pipe there.
IMtendo getting the triple jump.
Nice.
Just making up those small seconds.
Yeah. I think every little thing that we've been seeing, go wrong for Vallu, missing the pipe, not getting the triple jump, IMtendo's been nailing. So
yeah, just
definitely keeping it close. And he gets pipe stuck. Like, it's IMtendo.
These guys are so swaggy.
Yeah.
As another kingdom where we do not fight the boss, we just teleport ourselves back to the Odyssey, fill it up, and get out of there. Get out of there before they find that toad.
He's gonna freeze.
He's gonna freeze, and they're gonna wonder, well, who did it? Who done it? And now we're gonna be off to Seaside. Not a very technical kingdom. Really, kind of your best friend here is just going in a straight line.
Yeah.
But
this
while you're
the boring version of the route is faster, unfortunately. So, yeah, kind of sucks.
Yeah, while we're on land, you'll see we'll grab another choo-choo pier later on. There's a little bit of just not highly punishing tricks, but it can be very frustrating.
Just a little bit of swag here from Vallu.
making quick work of climbing up that cliffside there.
And that's about as swaggy as Seaside gets. It only just gets worse from here. So
I've seen some pretty cool 2D rooms.
yeah, that's true.
That room I'm speaking of, you're going to see Vallu coming up on it. While it's not the 2D retro sections we do see in this game, I ended up getting bullied a little bit by Goomba.
Unfortunate. And taking damage there, we mentioned this a little bit before, but moons do heal you, but they play a little healing animation in this cutscene, which takes about 2.5 seconds. So in addition to you get hit and so you can't move while you're getting hit, you lose time while you're healed. So a little bit of a double whammy there. Unfortunate.
The insult to injury.
Mm-hmm.
What a musician. Not a single note missed.
True art. Yeah, but this is the room IMtendo's in now. You're supposed to capture a Gushin, which Vallu just captured, to do the room that IMtendo's in, but we can just do it with some slick platforming, so we do that. And then maneuver out to a Cheep and capture it and just swim through the rest of the stage. Super exciting.
What you mean? Fish bonks are my favorite.
Yeah. The only thing that can go wrong from here on out is either getting hit by the seaweed or running into a wall and fish bonking, underwater bonking. That's
underwater bonking.
Yeah, well, so underwater bonks when you're not in a fish, when you're just Mario, are
brutal.
The worst. I think it loses like 5 seconds or something. It's horrible. It's horrible. Fish bonks only lose like a second, so it's not as bad, but still kind of it's annoying.
You know what? Both of these runners, one mistake I often make when running this game is as soon as you do that ground pound before grabbing the cheep, how often do you hit Y before you're out of the ground pound animation?
Yeah,
and then you
fast swim. Yeah.
Oh, Vallu missing the seaweed just to back it up a little bit.
Yep. You have to wait just the right amount so you can throw your hat instead of doing the fast swim movement. So
yeah, because while you're in a ground pen animation, you'll do what pretty much is an underwater dive where you do a real quick forward swim that you can't cancel until you regain control. And you'll bonk, and then you'll do a water bonk, and then you'll just sit there and take it.
It's so good. It's so fun.
It's my favorite.
I'm glad it's in the game. Yeah, so IMtendo is going to swim through his last 2 moons here, and then they'll head off to get some food.
Now, as you can see, while IMtendo was gaining some time back, sadly, really the only mistake he made was that Goomba.
Yeah, that was it.
So we'll kind of separate it a little bit more, but and now we're off to. I mean, personally, Luncheon may be my favorite. It's a hard.
Ooh, it is rough.
Yeah, it is. I can't pick. Don't make me pick. But if you ask me right now, it would be Luncheon.
So it looks to be about, what, 36 seconds separating our runners. So, still, I mean, it's been like a 30-ish, 10 to 30 second difference between them the entire race, pretty much, pretty close the entire time.
Vallu making that jump look easy. That is not an easy jump, though. We just saw Vallu do. You have to really maximize your height and pretty much not lose any of it in order to get up there.
Oop, a little bit of damage there. It's a damage boost strat, Kappa.
That would be nice, huh? You know what? Now that we know how to do fast pipe, I don't think there's any damage boost strats in this game. Well, if you don't do...
Well, I mean, Ruined technically counts, I guess.
But what counts?
Ruined Kingdom.
Oh. Yeah, but I'm saying a lot of people don't even do that anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Unfortunate. I like getting hit. Hit me harder.
Yeah. I want this to be like a NES game where I just
absorb,
get knocked back and go backwards faster than I go forward.
If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine. I wish that were the case.
Another refight was fewer here.
It's the same fight. It's the same fight. It's the same fight.
What
no, sorry. It's a rectangular arena. Oh my god.
Give me a break, dude.
Dude.
If you get to see the other phases, it's harder to react to. It goes farther away. I hate Spewer, man. Blessed Kingdom really being a kingdom where we show off a lot of movement options.
But no cheese, unfortunately.
Yeah, we may see it from IMtendo.
He might be on 1.2, so I'm not sure about that. But if he is on the most recent patch, we won't see it. If he is not, if he's on 1.1, then possibility. So I'm Vallu gonna look for some swag here, breaking the crate, gets it.
Ooh, now this may have come from somebody else, but Vallu was the first person I saw do that strat there. So nice to see him get it. Oh, the Kobe, sir.
That's the mini Kobe, the real Kobe.
IMtendo, the man of steel, rolling up the mountain.
He doesn't fall all the way down,
but still just going for those rolls that are all like, what?
Oh my god. I don't have the heart for this.
Yeah, excuse me, dude. Okay, so the rolling on any surface, it's hard to keep a straight line. And as you can see here in Luncheon, everything's just like an edge or an angle. So like we're trying to roll up that, like, give me just what? But man, he did it.
The fast flicking forks room, the best room in the game.
Please.
You gotta do forks, dude.
I learned forks and I instantly went back to Potaboo, and Vallu making forks look super easy.
You do have to use motion controls in order to make this room fast, but it looks super cool and it feels really good to get perfect like Vallu just did.
Yeah. While Potaboo room does use motion controls to be fastest, they're much less precise or much less unforgiving. Now, coming up here is where you've heard Okra reference it a few times, is cheese skip. He's going to capture this pan bro and break apart a bunch of cheese to reveal a switch. We used to be able to skip that with a nice clip into the box that contains the storing room, but that's out. It's donezo. Nintendo found us out.
Ripperoni.
And a lot of people hated it for the reason you see here with Vallu is sometimes the dude just throws a pan like to the right or left or super far, or
it's kind of RNG where he throws the pan specifically, so you just kind of have to stand in front of the cheese block you want to break and spam throw.
But if you get too close, he jumps up on top of it.
I know, it's the worst. Everyone hates cheese. Everyone hates cheese.
Yeah, we skip as much cheese as we can in them.
Yeah.
IMtendo. Both of our runners.
Yeah, Vallu did it as well. IMtendo also getting the fast Potaboo up the cliff there.
Doesn't look like either of our runners are going for cheese.
Yeah, probably both on 1.2 where clipping into the cage is not possible anymore, so does have to do the cheese, which, man, I feel for these runners. It sucks. Vallu with the swag.
IMtendo going for the shotgun. As I like to call it, just sit back and just throw as many pans as you can. And I mean, to be honest with you, it was a little bit quicker than Vallu's, just because.
Yeah.
While he just got, I mean, IMtendo got fortunate that it broke so early, but everybody hates that moon.
It's
everybody hates
the
that
worst. Moon. It's the worst. Yeah. Triple banana for Vallu.
Those aren't bananas.
They're blue bananas.
They're blue bananas? What is this, Donkey Kong 64?
It might be.
No, walls exist in this game. In this speed.
That's true. Walls are actually a thing here, so it can't be that game.
As IMtendo just needs one more moon, the multi-moon, and both of our runners making easy work of this little mountain here. That can definitely troll you when you're first learning the movement to it. Spacing being very difficult, as we saw like IMtendo kind of turn his triple jump around because he was getting too close.
Yeah, getting the right, not only angle but distance on some of these, triple jumps is pretty demanding.
Can we skip the next kingdom? It's too scary.
I wish. So Vallu is coming up on Ruined Kingdom. It's a kingdom that has to be in the 80% run, technically. unfortunately.
For now.
Yeah. It's so there are no ways, like, ooh, a little bit of bonk from Vallu. Once we learned like the strats to minimize downtime in the fight, basically, like there's no further way to speed it up. I mean, because this whole kingdom is a boss fight essentially, so it is the fixed amount of time that it is, and that's all that it is. So runners generally will neither gain nor lose time here, and if they do, it's fractions of a second. As Samurai Man put it, it's an auto scroller.
Auto scroller. Sorry, I hate it.
it's pretty bad.
It's not. It's just tedious enough to annoy you, and not engaging enough to be fun.
You can literally, and I mean literally, spin, like, you know, do the spinning animation with Mario and slightly move while you're spinning, and you will dodge these lightning shuriken rolling things.
You can hold crouch and walk in a circle.
You can crouch. You can slowly walk and dodge them. Like, it's a dragon. That's super cool, but the fight's.
I'm still putting money on somebody attempting to jump through those hula hoops with a dive.
I'd like to see it.
Somebody test that.
I'd like to see it.
And the last count I got on IMtendo, his cutscene fade out was about the 50 seconds behind now, so maybe just some movement options there, as Vallu didn't really make a lot of mistakes and had a little bit of a quicker movement. Definitely, sadly increasing his gap here, but the hardest kingdom is coming up.
Okay. Looked a little squeaky there for Vallu. You got it. Yeah, it is possible to actually take too long on the head of the dragon and not get all those swords pulled out in one cycle. You never see it, basically, but it is technically possible. He was taking, looked like a little bit of time there, but no worries.
Just like both of our runners who are doing the damage boost strats. No difference in time. Just be there as soon as you can and pull those pins out. Pull those pins out, Mario.
They're swords, dude.
Oh, sorry.
God, it's like you don't know anything.
Oh, man, I'm so...
Yep, so that was a kingdom that was really entertaining and engaging, and I hope you all liked it, because it was really fun. But yeah, once you're over and done with the dragon, we are moving on to Bowser's Kingdom. It's his own kingdom. And a lot of people like to call this one Japan. It's Japan.
What do you mean?
Just look at it, dude.
It's Bowser's Kingdom.
But it's Japan.
Excuse me?
Your excuse is Japan.
Where's this in Japan? Where do they have bottomless pits and Goombas wearing rice hats?
Have you never been to Japan?
Maybe I'm ignorant, okay? This kingdom being really just a gauntlet of platforming and boss fights. You're gonna see 3 boss fights and a ton of platforming, where honestly you're not really afraid of dying to anything except for the environment here. You're falling off. Just don't fall off, and you're good.
Yeah, we've seen runners bonk into the sides of buildings here and fall all the way down to the death plane, which does take a lot of time because the death plane is really low. So that's the biggest way, aside from messing up boss fights, that you'll lose time in Bowser's Kingdom is bonking into the walls and falling all the way down to the death plane.
Now, the game doesn't show you this here when you're in Bowser's Kingdom. We don't have a moon counter like we usually see under the coins, but we do need to grab every story moon as well as 2 additional moons. So we might see IMtendo go for an early moon here, and it looks like he might, while Vallu skipped it, going for a riskier but slightly... Oh, okay, both of them are going to skip it.
Ooh, the motion controls there from Vallu. It worked. It's amazing.
So both of them are going to... We're probably not going to see Glory Hole, are we?
Nah, I don't think so.
I mean,
we're probably going to see...
IMtendo may do it just for
the memes?
I mean, just tradition, okay, Ogre? It's tradition. You can't just forget about the glory hole. Grand Pooh Bear has like a bunch of emotes on it.
Yeah, Grand Pooh Bear. Shoutouts to Grand Pooh Bear.
It was a sad day when the glory hole was routed out.
Yeah. But so Vallo is going to get the moon on top of the wall here, off to the right, and then get moon behind some crates later on. See what IMtendo decides as well. So
Excuse me? Oh wait, no, sorry, I'm backwards. I thought IMtendo was at that moon, just skipping it. I was like, what?
Oh my.
It's a cutscene.
Yeah, no, I got you. Oh, a little bit of damage there, IMtendo.
Moon shards restore, right? So it should be fine. They do not. They do not restore. No, I have told an incorrect bit of information.
Are you lying to the audience right now?
I wasn't lying. I was just wrong.
You're purposely lying, dude.
No.
Oh my god, I can't believe this.
IMtendo's not going for it either.
Yeah, so Vallu fighting Harriet. This is the only time we ever see Harriet in the any % route. So get your fill of Harriet now, I guess. But she's gonna fight Harriet and then refight Topper, that first boss from Cat Kingdom, you know, like an hour ago.
But what's different about him? Why are they making you refight him?
You get to refight him because he has more hats this time. More hats to choose from when you try to jump on the hat to fast cycle, and if you fail, they all, you know, spin out in different directions, and you lose which one's the real Topper essentially. So it can be really challenging if you don't get a perfect fight.
Just more hats?
Just more hats.
I don't get it.
You'll get it.
Actually, anybody who's run this game will know that. Probably when it comes to the Brutals, this is the most unforgiving one.
Yeah, more hats.
Not only does missing a cycle cost a ton of time if you don't react quickly, but it's very hard to skip those cycles. It's Vallu Cyclica, very easy there.
Perfect fight there.
Picking those hat out before they start spinning and being able to jump on top of them is not easy.
Yeah, for sure. But looks like our runners are going to make these two look trivial. Like, please don't waste my time with these fights.
Well, now IMtendo has a chance to get a clean Harriet, but Vallu did miss 2 bombs. I don't want to. You know, we've all done it. I'm just saying.
It has happened. Yep, clean Harriet fight.
He's got one more mini boss here. Now watch Vallu here. He's gonna go for an incredibly crazy moon. We saw Small Ant do this a few days ago. Okay, and Vallu's going for what I would call a more traditional strat there.
Yeah, that's the not blind strat, which gives me a heart attack when I see it.
That was the first time I'd ever seen that happen when Small Ant did it. I was like, excuse me?
Oh, IMtendo does not get the fast cycle, so now he has to hunt down the hat.
So this is looks like he found it. Okay.
Yep.
So if you do not find the hat the Brutal is hiding under quickly, it's a huge time loss, but not a very big time loss there. Maybe just a second or two.
Yeah. It's if you lose the hat and you can't find which one he's actually in is when that's the disaster scenario.
What do you mean? There can't be that many hats. I've hit them all.
Good luck.
And then it's the very last hat that you hit, and you're like, give me a break.
It's the one hat you didn't hit, and it's like, ha! Mecha Brutal.
Big boy. So we're gonna see
the fight in the game.
Yeah. Oh man, heart attacks all around. The most important thing we're gonna see. Yeah, very clean. The most important thing here is staying on top of it every phase. It does move just wildly, so it can be very difficult. Vallu getting a very clean second bubble there. Just gotta stay on top.
No, room to spare. And IMtendo also gets the moon behind the crates.
Yes, very nice. That moon's very hard. Those guys make it very easy.
Yeah, if you fail to get the right position, a little bit of damage there for IMtendo. If you fail to get the position, you fall to your death, and you just have to do the entire section from the moon over again.
And I'll get back to it once Vallu finishes this last.
Oh,
okay. Very clean there from Vallu.
A little bit of a mishap at the end, but relatively minor.
Where we saw IMtendo take that damage. Also, going for that moon is very scary, but it locks your camera as you come out of that pipe. So it makes the next bit of scary platforming even that much harder. As you're normally used to having a camera behind you, but now you're kind of doing it blind.
Yeah, it's basically not until you after you jump over the gap that you can move your camera again. So it can be really, really sketchy.
So we'll see. IMtendo going for
The old
more
strat.
traditional.
The traditional.
Traditional. Okay, it's not old.
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I should use more politically correct language.
No, I still do it. I just don't want people to call it old yet. I want to learn the new way. Okay.
New way is so free.
Is it?
It's pretty free.
I messed it up one time and then I gave up.
Oh, come on, dude. One time.
Now, you may wonder, like, why are the runners sitting here? Why aren't they going for the next bubble? One, it would be extremely hard to do while it's moving around that fast, but it is invulnerable while it's got rainbow legs. So.
Yep. Just kind of have to just sit and wait and cry a little.
A case of the rainbow legs. You can't take damage.
Yep, but pretty
Extremely
solid
clean.
fights from both the runners here. And here we are going to the moon to chase down Bowser because he went to the moon. Because, like, I mean, wouldn't you have your wedding on the moon? That sounds bomb to me.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of being forced into it, Okra. I don't want to talk about this on stream right now.
I didn't want to bring. I'm sorry. I didn't. It's a touchy subject, I know, but
you keep talking about the moon. No. So moon physics here kind of suck. I think playing this game casually, you're like, oh, this is dope. And then, I don't know. It's kind of just like, you don't want to
doing some vectoring. Ooh, gets the first one.
It's trying to, you know what? I would almost call this new, but I think when we first saw this Okra, it was like a month ago. That movement there.
Yeah, that's Vallu's doing a more updated way of doing it, so I would still say it's new-ish, but vectoring on the moon has been known about for a while, yeah. And he's gonna skip the section of the game where you go into a cave and waste like 4 or 5 minutes, you know, doing some platforming and fighting a boss and stuff, because you could just abuse moon gravity to jump up the wall there, so we get some moon cave skip first try.
First try.
Because, like, you know, easy.
Once you figure that trick out, you're like, oh, this is consistent. But I'll tell you one thing, learning that trick is just like, give me a break, what am I doing wrong? And then you figure it out and you're like, oh, yeah. I don't lose 3 minutes on the moon anymore.
Yeah.
So here's this forced wedding we're busting in on, and then we're throwing hats.
This fight is executed pretty much identically to the fight in Cloud Kingdom. There is an additional phase. It's an auto-scrolling phase, but that's basically the difference here. So, you know, assuming you can do the Cloud fight, you can do this fight. This is the auto-scrolling phase. You just have to wait for this. So
it's just the same boss fight, but more hats?
Yeah, it's the same.
I don't get it.
It's just the same. Vallu making the same mistake.
Vallu. Well, Nintendo would never repeat boss fights like Piggy Pearl or Bowser fights.
You funny.
Yeah, so same thing. You just want to make sure you don't grab the hat too early or too late. Vallu did kind of hit it a little bit too early there.
Oh no, IMtendo didn't get the moon skip first try, so he has to give it another go.
Yeah, so as we did see Vallu kind of make it look easy, it's more precise than you would imagine.
I'm getting word from Odyssey that 1.2 patched that Bowser hit, so it's actually not possible to do that. That is
Bowser hit?
The one where you backflip and instantly grab the hat.
The second phase?
Yeah.
Somebody get some science labmen on this.
Oh, I'm being fed misinformation. God. I'm so gullible.
Are people coming in the chat and telling lies?
Grandma is telling me lies, dude.
What?
God.
Man, who could you trust anymore?
I thought I could trust Oddme.
What? Give me what? No. We're just missing some context. Vallu on the escape sequence here. Gets the triple. Gets the triple.
You know he's got to do 2D skip.
Win.
You'd be a fool not to.
It's free. It only loses 45 seconds.
Yeah.
And saves 2.
Yeah, it's totally worth every time.
Fool not to go for it.
So, because of that,
attack
I don't think he
Vallu.
actually saved 2 seconds there, but, you know, swag, worth, every
Fun
time.
fact, if you fall in the lava during this sequence, you kill 3 people. I'm sorry, 3 people disappear. Bowser, 4! Is Cappy a human? Wait, isn't there Tiara Cappy? That's 5 people!
Mass murder. God.
You gotta save the planet. It's being taken over by cubes. Now, the most important thing here we're gonna see from
The most important thing is sour pleases. Thank you.
Oh, you're right. The second most important thing about this run, or this sequence, is just making sure you land those fireballs we saw Vallu do at the beginning, and avoid damage and don't fall in the hole.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what? When's the last time you fell in that troll hole?
It's been a couple months.
If you okay, I was gonna say if you say like, oh, I just did that last week, I'm like,
Oh no.
oh crap.
Oh my god. This could be a 105 for Vallu here. It's gonna be, well, maybe not, but
No.
very, very close.
Just I'll tell you one thing though, if IMtendo has a 108,
Yeah, this is a PB for him.
this is a PB. Yeah. So,
Really
as
low,
well, he's
106.
gonna take this by a little bit of a margin there, but IMtendo pulling out. I don't want to say anything. Just pull out, Nintendo. Everybody get some Nintendo love in here.
Yeah. So, official SRL time for Vallu is a 106.07, which is a 2-second. Is that the new fastest race time for Mario Odyssey? I want to say it is.
Samurai Man got a 106. Yeah, I think Vallu. Yeah, I think Vallu.
That is the fastest SRL race time for Super Mario Odyssey. Any percent.
Well, that we've seen in this tournament. I don't know if we've got some.
No, it is the fastest SRL any
Excuse
percent
me.
time.
Wow.
Wow. And
Big
1.2 world record. GG Vallu. IMtendo coming up on the final
He
route.
can definitely. He's gonna be kind of close to a PB, but he can do
I
this.
think he pull
This
it out.
Yeah, this takes about 50 seconds, and he has about a minute.
He can still PB this for sure. Because his PB was a 1:08:01.
I'm nervous.
Oh boy. It's gonna be tight.
Breathe. Breathe,
You
Okra.
can't. You can't.
Breathe for IMtendo.
Ah!
Give him your energy.
Oh. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh.
No.
Just miss it.
Maybe? No. Yeah.
No.
Darn. Shucks.
It's like 5 seconds
man.
off.
Like 2.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah. Official SRL time of 1:08:05 for IMtendo. That is crazy close to a PB there. Wow. GG to both the runners. That was...
You know, I'm happy to get with these days. I'm happy to get within a minute of my PB.
Yeah. Let me see if we
Like-
can't... I mean, in a race setting, for sure, getting within a minute of your PB is really good. Within seconds of your PB is... Whew, GG.
Yeah, 2 seconds can be a break.
God. Really, really impressive runs here from Vallu
That
and
was super
IMtendo.
exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Odd mate. I am the only one who has PB'd in every tournament. It looks like.
All right, so unfortunately, IMtendo's not going to be able to join us for an interview, but he does want to tell everyone that he enjoyed the race, and thanks for watching.
Did you just make that up?
What? No.
Did you just make that up, Ochre?
No, I'm not. No. No.
No, I'm just kidding. It is on the Discord. We haven't heard back from Vallu yet, so now that will put him up against Mistaken, which will be the round of 8
quarterfinals.
Just to check the research real quick.
Yeah, see if we can pull Vallu in here. Convince him to come and awkwardly talk with us for a couple minutes while we say, that was a good run, congratulations.
What are you gonna do next?
Who, me?
Disneyland? No, I mean, now that you won.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, again, GG to both our runners. Vallu will be advancing, playing against Mistaken next in the quarterfinals. So entering the last stages of the 90% tournament for Mario Odyssey. And we've just got a slew of other stuff going on the speed gaming channels. There's Mario Sunshine, 90%, Zelda 1, 90%, Mario Brothers 3, Randomizer, Link to the Past Key Sanity, Ori and the Blind Forest, just Super Metroid as well. Tons of stuff going on. So be sure to follow the speed gaming channel, speed gaming, or twitch.tv/speedgaming, speedgaming.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast, man. And don't forget to follow the runners if you liked what you saw here, because these guys are heckin' fast and pretty good at the game. If you liked listening to the commentary, feel free to follow us as well.
I beat you to it.
You did? Son of a...
I'm better commentator. I can type !C. Yeah, no, thank you, Ochre. That was awesome. Thank you to Vallu and IMtendo if you guys are still listening. Super exciting. Seriously, like Ochre said, just stay around speed gaming. These dudes are awesome. And when it comes to more SMO races, the only one we have scheduled right now is a little far off. We're looking at nothing scheduled till next Friday for SMO, but expect to see just awesome races as we really close down the I mean, like you said, we're out of top 16 now, right? It's only top 8's left, right?
Top 8 runners. Woo! It's getting tight. Fast boys.
Ooh, we did see some odd man in the chat. Small Ant, huh? That'll be tuning that one.
Good stuff.
All right. Thank you so much, Ochre. It was very fun. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah.